Well, the results of the 2020 census are finally out, and CBS 4 Washington correspondent Anna Wiernicki is looking at the new numbers tonight. She's live with a look at how they could shift the balance of power in Congress. Anna.
Good evening. That's right. Well, based on the new data that was released today, 6 states will at least gain a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives, including states like Texas, which will pick up 2 seats, and states like Florida, Colorado, North Carolina, and Oregon, which will pick up 1 seat.
The U.S. Census Bureau released new numbers on Monday, revealing the most up-to-date head count for every person living in the country.
The number of people living in the United States was 331,449,281.
The Bureau's acting director says 6 states will gain congressional seats, including Texas, which is set to gain 2.
On the other hand, 3 states lost population, with West Virginia having the largest rate of decrease.
With the seats in the House of Representatives fixed at 435, other states will lose power.
Democrats have a razor-thin majority right now, and so they're going to be holding on for dear life, trying to keep those seats in Democratic hands.
Dr. Casey Burgett with the George Washington University says states will also use these numbers to redraw their congressional districts.
A lot can change, the political tailwinds can change, the economy, literally anything, not to mention we're coming out of a global pandemic. So everything's up in the air right now, too.
The new number of congressional seats for each state will take effect for the 2022 elections.
And 7 states are set to lose a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives, including New York. And just to point out how important it is to get an accurate count, the Census Bureau did say today that if New York had 89 more people, they would have actually picked up a seat. Live in Washington, I'm Anna Wiernicki. Back to you.
Oh, that begs the question, then how accurate is the 2020 census, Anna?
Well, the U.S. Census did report that only 75% of Americans actually responded to this 2020 census. But that's the big question right now, because there were a lot of setbacks leading up to the release of these numbers. With the pandemic, it was very hard for the Bureau to get this accurate count by going door to door. So there were a lot of setbacks and a lot of challenges. And some researchers have expressed hesitancy on if these numbers will be accurate moving forward, because, again, these numbers are very important when it comes to the balance of power in Washington and also determining the federal funding for each state.
Big issues. All right, Anna Wiernicki, thank you very much.